Review of 1001 beers you must try before you die. Making good progress in the beers now, and I have an English beer. I haven't had any from England for a while, so this is a welcome change. First brewed in 2012. This is from London. Alcohol content is 4.1%, and it is Meantime Yakima Red. Now, I've had this before. Only on keg though, I've never had it bottled, so this will be interesting. And what can I tell you about it? So let's look at the design first. They've gone for... This one actually has an advert on it, so this is actually a special ad for... and up here as well. So this is a one-off kind of... Maybe a one-off design. I don't know if this kind of clockwork design is permanent. I'm sure this one and this one are. So this is quite bold. Clearly it's a red beer, you can tell that. It's got red all over it, so that's that. There's no stories, it's an English beer, there's no stories to be told. But this was created by Meantime in 2012, and it uses 5 hops from the Yakima Valley, which is one of the world's most iconic hop growing areas, according to the book. Anyway, it uses... it was made as a beer to sort of have a lot of flavour but not be too high alcohol percentage. As well as the American hops, it uses especially caramelised malts give the beer its burnished red colour, so that's quite fun. Okay, so let's crack this open. Nice detailing on the bottle top there of that kind of cog again, and I've got my lovely Craft Pauly glass there. So let's give this one a pour. Almost certainly not be bottle conditioned, because it's not a real ale, but it is very, very frothy. So a little bit left now, just let this die down a little bit. Okay, let's pour the rest of that out. This has gone quite perfectly in this glass actually. It shows a chalice glass in the picture, so I've tried to stay to the glasses. So huge amount of head in here. Both large bubbles and smaller bubbles. You can see those large bubbles up there. Yeah, it's a kind of a slightly hazy, a little bit burnished red colour. It's a proper, you cannot say that's not red. So that obviously they got that through the malts, so that's lovely. It says warm amber in colour. Citrus notes of grapefruit and orange hover under the nose, accompanied by an undercurrent of grainy sweetness. So let's go for the smell. Yeah, it smells like a red ale. I mean, you'd expect it to be a red ale with that kind of smell. But a little bit of, the orange, I think. I'm used to this kind of Yakima. It doesn't actually say which hops it says from the Yakima Valley, but it does say it's interesting. The demand for hops is so great that Meantime buys them 3 years in advance to guarantee supplies. So that's quite interesting. Hopefully they're still fresh enough. They'll be dried anyway, so... Right, on the palate there is a good interplay between caramelised malts and orange jelly fruitiness. The finish is bitter with hints of berry. So, cheers. Okay, this is not as strong as I remember it. I remember this having a much more fruity flavour. It smells a lot stronger than it actually tastes. It's very, very light. That's really, really easy drinking. I think it's better on keg. I'm not so sure how much I like it on bottle, actually. About this, it hasn't gone out of date, it's fine. Yeah, it tastes like a 4% beer, maybe a little bit lighter than a 4% beer. Very quaffable. It's not a challenging taste, but I think that's the point of the Meantime beers. We've done a few of them already in this beer reviewing. I like them in general. Meantime, I don't think it's a very exciting brewery, especially since they sold themselves to SAB Miller, who is now owned by InBev. Now, I'm not going to comment on, some people hate InBev and stuff like that, and SAB Miller. I'm not going to comment on that, because obviously this is still based on the original recipe before, when they're independent. The Meantime has sold out a bit. But it's fine. And, it tastes fine. It's created by brewmaster Alistair Hook. You can tell the fact they're in this sort of corporate stuff, where they're running competitions with the Quest channel. But yeah, it's a decent enough beer. I imagine. I hope it hasn't changed a huge amount since they first made it. So, yeah, it's fine. Would I buy it? If there was no, I'd rather have a good cask beer than this. But if this was the only thing on, I'd probably go for it on keg. Probably as long as it's quite fresh. It's fine. I'm gonna leave it there. Have you had Yakima Red? You can buy. I bought this in Waitrose, by the way. You can pick them up in Waitrose and maybe some other supermarkets as well. Very, very easy to get hold of, and you do find it in keg in some pubs as well. I found it in London a few times. So, have you had Yakima Red before? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And I'll see you for another beer review soon. Bye!